Previously on Ace Attorney.
This is it. Judgment Day things. What's the big idea?
We're getting tased.
I mean, aftershocks from the tase.
I guess this shock hasn't worn off from my run-in with the stun gun yesterday.
You haven't
She
touched,
shocked him.
you haven't touched any metal doorknobs?
He's not running away, as he will now testify.
He does this to you every time. Sweet dear Lindsay, he will do what he wants.
The witness has no
No
fingerprints.
fingerprints.
What? It must hurt to be ignored by a bird.
Did it hurt when the bird ignored?
The proof that the parrot's name reveals the caretaker's identity is...
We don't have this.
What? Fiance Polly Jenkins!
Polly Jenkins!
Doesn't remember.
Oh, you're desperate.
No, it's okay.
Wait, can you...
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Ace Attorney.
Hey!
We are here in the courtroom with Yanni Yogi as he is finally going to tell us, maybe not this, but why he did this crime.
All shall be revealed.
Yeah.
He won't tell us this, but he might tell us about this crime.
He might tell us about this
I don't know about the other crime.
He's not going to tell us about the past crime.
He won't
but
tell
this
us
one
about
for
the
sure.
past, but he will
He's
tell us
looking
about
very
the twist.
serious indeed.
Because that's not on.
I know. Let me fix this real quick. Continue without me, I'm sorry.
Start.
What?
I'm not at liberty to speak on that matter. Why don't you ask Mr. Edgeworth yourself?
Oh, don't do that.
Oh no.
Anyway, I admit it. I was the one who killed Robert Hammond.
Well,
We need to ask about the letter.
Bon karma. Where's Mr. Yogi?
did he just tase
disappear?
everybody?
And arrest, Your Honor.
Don't you not know that, Your Honor?
I saw no room for error in his confession.
Then, the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, is...
Objection.
Innocent. In this case, at least.
Yeah,
Wait, so
it's
did he
getting
just
bigger.
did he just disappear?
They just took him
I think
away.
he did a time jump.
Okay,
Like,
okay.
he's off the stand, and now he's like, where did you take
Very
me?
well. Will the defendant please take the stand?
He's not the defendant anymore, right?
Yeah.
This has now gone into
in the
DLC6.
DLC6.
He hasn't like declared the case.
I'm not going.
There are a few
Besides the
mysteries
court
left unsolved.
Yeah, I totally will. But
Still, you are cleared of suspicion for this particular case. So, I would like to pass on the judgment on the murder of Mr. Robert Hammond.
not
Any objections?
guilty.
I don't believe it. Why isn't Von Karma saying anything?
He's about to make it worse.
Very well.
Something's
I
up.
don't like
This
this
court
at all.
finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth.
Objection.
Yeah, I'm
Not guilty!
But we still
Confetti
have
on him!
That is all! This court is adjourned.
Objection!
Objection. Oh.
What is
Oh, you stupid smug grin.
Yeah, I saw that one frame of.
Someone just say, objection?
You can't object to the verdict.
It wasn't
It
Von
wasn't
Karma?
Von
It
Karma.
was Edgeworth.
It's Miles!
But that means no.
He knew he would.
no.
The guilt would rack him, and he had to confess because he thinks he did it.
No. Miles.
Edgeworth?
Your Honor.
This is how we're extending this.
Oh! Sorry, that was a very cool shot.
No, it's a very cool shot.
Look
I
at that
am-
animation.
I object to your judgment.
What do you mean?
I'm not innocent at all.
No, Miles.
As we have heard, Yanni Yogi killed Robert Hammond in revenge. Sorry, way too gravelly.
Need water?
Got water. But revenge for what?
Nick! Edgeworth is trying to confess. He's going to say he's guilty.
Don't do it.
He's going to tell them he was the murderer in the DL6 incident.
Don't do it.
He's going to tell them he killed his own dad.
Don't do it.
Uh-oh. What do I do?
Raise an
Leave it
objection.
to Edgeworth.
Leave it to Edgeworth.
Do you want to leave it to Edgeworth?
We trust him.
Well,
He's our buddy.
No, he's
I
gonna
feel like
confess.
that's how the story can
I mean, he can say something, and we can
No.
object to
I
something he
feel like
says in the
Phoenix might
story.
object, though.
Because I mean,
Phoenix is
Yeah,
objecting.
but that's how the story should.
Okay, so remember,
That's how he was saved by Edgeworth.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say yes.
Yes, you're
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
We're
because
thinking
he was
about-
because he was gonna go apologize to Edgeworth, and
Yes.
Edgeworth objected at that last moment.
Yes.
Yes,
This
because he
is
was
all
going to
the
accept
emotions.
guilt for something that he was
All
not
the
guilty
emotions
for.
deliberating in his head.
Yeah. Okay, so we are going to
Raise an
Raise an
objection.
objection.
Raise
The sky.
We are only going to stand by him
What
when
if he
he
gets
stood
in
by
trouble?
us.
Yes!
Yeah.
The judgment has already been passed. I object to Edgeworth's outburst.
Objection!
On karma.
Didn't something like this happen yesterday, too? I believe certain witness raised an objection after the guilty verdict was passed.
That would be Larry.
We must hear this new statement. We must hear Miles Edgeworth.
The joke.
He is right. We have a duty to hear Mr. Edgeworth out.
I mean, you can't charge a 9-year-old with murder anyways, right?
Manslaughter.
But that's
For a
my point.
9-year-old?
You can't. You can charge. You can charge a.
You can charge a child.
Yeah, but would you?
I mean, it depends on the circumstance and the
does.
child.
If the child
Why not in this
trusts you
situation?
up and
Even
cuts your
if-
heart out,
Yeah.
Millie Bobby Brown once played a 10-year-old psychopath on an episode of NCIS.
Yeah.
She was killer. Like, ooh.
Yeah.
Bad choice of words.
Poor choice of words.
Perfect choice of words.
pun intended.
No, but he did nothing malicious. He did supposedly something in an oxygen-induced accident.
Oxygen deprived.
Oxygen.
Oxygen-induced.
My insanity was oxygen-induced, Your Honor.
Hey, I'm just saying too.
I was the clearest of mental possibilities I've ever been.
No, too much oxygen is also toxic.
You make
Yes.
it too kitty.
And to your point, yes, I know what you're saying.
But then again, makes you feel like Superman.
What'd you say?
I felt like Superman, Your Honor.
I felt like I could do anything.
Okay.
Anyway, I thought I was bulletproof.
I had to test it.
For 15 years.
15 years.
Go ahead, Chris.
I keep thinking of
just
Horton
Davy
Hears
Jones.
the
Yeah.
Horton
For
15 years? That looks just like me. 15 years ago.
I'm just thinking of 12 years of it. In Azkaban prison.
I've also been thinking of the Monty Python where they're like in the boat. They're like 15 days, and they end up like discussing who they're gonna eat first.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And then the waiter comes up.
For
Hilarious.
15 years, I've had a recurring dream. A nightmare. It's only a nightmare. That's what I told myself. But I know it wasn't. It wasn't a dream.
It was.
Yanni Yogi wasn't the killer.
You mean in the incident where your father died?
From the distance of the shot, it wasn't oof either. Everything was as clear as day. The murderer. The criminal in the DL6 incident. It was me. Your Honor, I confess my guilt. I am guilty for DL6, the statute of limitations of which ends today. The culprit is me.
Walla walla walla.
Why would you do that today of all days? Wait till tomorrow.
So that he can be passed judgment.
Order! Order! This is certainly unexpected. The defendant, declared innocent, is confessing to a different crime. A crime for which the statute of limitations runs out today.
Thank you for the repetition.
I'm not really sure how I should deal with this.
We could assault my
You know
legal
what,
rival.
I literally don't know.
And this is how karma's gonna be like, no, I got my guilty verdict anyway.
Exactly.
Which
It's-
you really didn't.
Obvious. We hold a trial right here, right now.
Larry Butts is gonna come in and save the day again.
We tried this man for his crime of 15 years ago.
I feel like there's a lot.
I think I would like to take a 5-minute recess.
I agree.
I just keep imagining him
My
out
phone
on the
is
swing.
buzzing and Dee says when that happens that she's here to visit.
During this time, I will be visiting my handbook of judging things.
Yes.
I must go to my chambers.
Let me look up the rules.
I will read the condensed version of the law.
Law notes.
He does the cliff
All
notes.
for
He's
dummies.
got a little pocket law book. Like,
Pocket law.
He's reading the cliff.
Judging people for dummies.
Judgy for
And I was
dummy.
like,
Judgment for dummies.
whatever, Tiffany.
I need to watch the latest Judge Judy.
Judge Judy.
what?
During this time, I will consider the appropriate course of action to take.
Okay.
Court is adjourned.
Whenever these cases come up, I just ask myself, What would Judy do?
WWJD.
What would Judy do?
WWJJD.
What would Judge Judy do?
And then I think
December
When that
28th
fails,
to 24 p.m. District Court Defendant Lobby Number 2.
What would WWJJD?
what would Batman do?
I'm sorry, Wright.
What would the Steel Samurai do?
There's a lot of energy I have right now watching this happen.
I have just wasted all your effort.
You'll be okay.
Oh.
Mr. Edgeworth! I just don't believe it, sir. I mean, you killed your dad.
I didn't want to believe it myself, Detective.
I still don't believe
But you don't really know.
But it's the truth. I deserve to be punished.
No.
Murder is murder, no matter what the circumstances.
Be manslaughter, but okay.
This is crazy. Just crazy.
Murder has intent.
Who?
Huh?
Exactly.
Nick,
That's what makes it
what are you doing?
Huh? Oh, I was just reading through the court record once more. I'm getting my case ready.
Your case? For what?
For the DL6 incident.
Honey.
Huh? Isn't it obvious? I'm going to prove that Miles Edgeworth is innocent.
What are you talking about, pal? He just admitted to it.
He doesn't even remember.
He confessed that he did it in court.
I'm sorry, Edgeworth, but I don't believe your nightmare.
What?
It's just a dream. It's not real. The truth is right here in this court record. In any case, tighten your belts. The real fight is just beginning.
What if, I know that we've determined that Von Karma didn't really, adopt him, but, what if he just,
He's been whispering in his ear.
every night.
Through the gun.
While he's sleeping.
It's like Mulan.
Yeah. You threw the gun. It killed your father.
He's like Chief Palpatine, after Anakin's mom died, he started putting him on a dark path.
It couldn't possibly have been me.
No, I would not be surprised if that happened in this type of story.
He incepted Miles Edgeworth.
You incepted.
Into thinking he killed his own father. I don't actually think that happened, but how funny
That's
would
such
that
a
be?
fun thought, though.
So fun. Why did you dream this all the time? It's because 2 times he was like,
He implanted a speaker in his bedroom somewhere.
Listen to your tunes, Miles. It's like a special mix track. He's got a special mix for him, in a little Walkman. It's like, dude,
Walkman? No, it's like on Friends, where he's like,
killed your
you're a strong, independent woman. You don't need cigarettes.
Yeah.
you watch Friends?
Or a
Watch
father
Friends.
I've seen
killer.
it.
They went through it one time,
You
right?
Job. Did you
Okay.
Committed patricide.
You went through 9 seasons. That's a lot.
I'll prove
Never
you're
get
innocent.
away with
It's
it.
the elevator music from
Trust me.
Right.
so it's like, listen to your tunes, my boy.
That's horrible.
Every time there's an earthquake, go put on your headphones.
That's so mean.
That is really accurate.
But I think Von Karma would do it.
Wait, there's a movie
Fully.
like that. What is the movie like?
What?
There's a movie where there's this guy's got this kid in like a Stockholm hypnotist thing. I don't know.
Beauty and the Beast?
I don't know what Shutter Island's about.
It's not Shutter Island.
I just looked over and Lindsay leaned back and I see that you're wearing a blanket.
Hey!
It just didn't
Probably
make
Judge
sense.
me.
It's so cozy. I
It's
just didn't
cold
know
in
the whole
here.
What are
time.
you talking about?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I don't remember.
Is Shutter Island a depressing movie?
Oh,
Yes.
I've never seen
Very
it.
good, but
Supposedly it's very
Have you seen
depressing.
Village, by the way?
Yes!
Yes, great.
Excellent. Joaquin
That
Phoenix.
fantastic.
Have you
Not
not seen
depressing, actually.
What?
I thought
Have
it
you
was
seen
really
it?
cool.
Which one?
The Village.
There's a
by-
lot that goes in
with
it.
M. Night.
Yeah.
what's
The
his
Village
name?
by M.
And
Night
Joaquin
Shyamalan.
Probably not. I don't think
And
so.
Bryce
You
Dallas Howard.
should.
You
It's
gotta
very
really
good.
watch it.
How old is it?
I think it was like 2013.
No,
Not 90s. It's not that old.
It's
from
like 2010.
It's
Okay.
got
Yeah,
Red Eye
that
Moody
sounds
in
about
it.
right.
Does
It's
it?
really good.
Oh,
I remember hearing about it.
It is
Yeah,
a
we
very
get-
good movie.
Yeah, we
It's
gotta
actually.
keep going.
Yeah. Anyways.
2004.
Right?
That's your sink.
That's the mating
December
call.
28th, 2:30
p.m.
p.m.
District
District
Court.
Court.
How did we both get it wrong?
Courtroom number 3.
20.
20:30 p.m.
We're in lobby number 3 instead of 2. Or
No, we're in courtroom 3,
Lobby
2.
Downtown.
Together we make 5.
He's got makeup.
Now then, I would like to resume our trial.
Straightening his tie.
John L. J.
Judge! Miles Edgeworth has admitted to his own guilt. He has confessed his crime. Let us begin by hearing
Just
his
loudly gesture.
testimony.
I once jumped
Then, though pointless, let us the defense do their cross-examining.
Examinating.
The statute of limitations on the DL6 incident runs out today. Though it's unconventional for me, I'd like to run this one by the book.
I see. Does the defense have any objections?
It didn't give us the opportunity to object.
He just did.
no,
And then
Your
he said
Honor.
no.
Von Karma,
No,
you
you-
knew this was going to happen from the very beginning, didn't you?
He did.
Very well. Will Miles Edgeworth take the stand?
Let's go, Miles.
Will the witness state his name and profession?
Oh, now names are necessary.
Well, I think they tried to get it before, but
Polly.
Or Yanny.
Mr. Edgeworth,
Just skip over.
15 years ago, you mistakenly killed your father, Gregory Edgeworth. Is this correct?
What is remembering?
He was actually a colonial.
Just control alt delete.
Yeah.
it is correct.
He was in the military.
Then testify about this matter to the court.
When Edgeworth was telling me about his dream yesterday, I noticed something.
He was
One
twitching.
detail didn't quite fit. Yeah. That will be the key, but only if I can get it to work.
Okay. Please, please.
She's gonna
Is it-
witness
That he
testimony.
mentioned only one shot?
Yes.
Okay.
That's what I would.
I think you're right.
Just making sure we
That's
have
what
that
my
page.
brain's going.
That day, I had gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials.
Take your kid to work day.
As we went to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in the elevator.
Traumatizing me for life.
I was gonna say, give me PTSD for her.
My father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue.
Jerks.
Just then, something heavy fell at my feet.
A thunk.
I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting. A moment later, there was a single gunshot, then a scream. It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day. That's all.
And until now, you thought this memory was a dream.
We were stuck in that elevator for 5 hours. The oxygen in the elevator ran out, and I lost my memory of the events.
Bah! The same claim Mr. Yogi has made.
Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please.
Here we go.
Yes, Your
Single
Honor.
gunshot.
The single gunshot. Because the gun
Cross-examination.
was fired twice.
Not a married gunshot.
Should I just present something at that, or should I press it?
Press it first, I think. I always present first because
Well,
there's no consequences.
Yeah. Press
We're
it.
press, not
Yeah,
present,
yeah.
right?
Is that what he said? Is that not what he said?
Picked it up and threw it. A moment later, there was a
single
single gunshot.
Very specific.
Very specific.
Who's it?
The gun fired once.
Yes. I think after I threw it, I lost consciousness. Since then, they've echoed in my head every day. The gunshot and the horrible scream.
The scream.
If I figured out the placement.
Okay.
It was. Oh, sorry.
Can you press about the screen?
About the
Yeah, go
scream.
back to
Can we
the
present the gun bullet?
Wait, I'm
Well,
gonna.
well, Phoenix just said something about the
that's
screen.
the-
We should press that. I think.
We should press that because
The
he
gun
just.
itself.
He was
I feel
implicating
like I'm being led.
To this day,
It was a
that's
leading.
not the part of that to.
Yes, I can practically hear it now.
Phoenix, you wad.
It sounds like
I doubt I will ever forget the scream as long as I live.
There it is. One part of that testimony clearly contradicts the evidence.
How could they scream without oxygen?
Oh, oxygen.
What?
You can't scream if you're oxygen deprived?
Yes, you can.
Well, you can
Maybe
still
you couldn't
breathe.
get a whole, like... Do you remember you were doing this yesterday? You
Literally.
try to expel all of the air out, and then you do the scream
then
thing, you're like,
screaming.
ah! If you cannot intake the oxygen
They'd
to
be
scream,
breathing back in the carbon dioxide they'd been exhaling.
Yeah.
You can't inhale to have a scream.
I guess you
can
wouldn't
inhale.
be able to
You
have
can
a...
inhale, it just won't be
But
oxygen.
he said it was a blood-curdling scream.
Just see what it.
I'm pretty sure if
But
you're
I don't
shot...
know what it means.
I'm pretty
I
sure-
better find out. And
Well, he
quick.
says, maybe he's gonna say he remembers it to this day, but
Exactly,
he
but
also
he doesn't have a memory.
doesn't have a memory, but there's also been in his
That's
nightmares.
it. Go to where he says, "I don't remember anything because I lost consciousness."
Yeah.
That's true.
You remember the scream, but you don't remember the
Anything
events
else?
after. Yeah.
So where does it say we?
I
were-
want to press about the 2 gunshots first.
It's clearly
I think we should.
manufactured.
You can press on anything you need to.
Or I
There's
don't
no
want to, not
consequences.
press, I want to present
Okay.
the court statement that says, for the DL6 incident, the gun was fired twice.
Yeah.
Are you sure, though?
What about the gun that says it was fired twice? Well, that's 3.
That's-
sorry.
let's
Yeah,
read
that's
it, maybe.
Because
never
that's,
mind.
The murder weapon,
weapon was fired twice. 1 bullet found in heart, the murder weapon was fired twice. This, like, it's on the victim data page.
Yeah.
I feel like we should present this.
Yeah.
I'll save first, but I really want to
agree.
present it.
I think it's a good option.
Because we're on the right track, but perhaps out of order.
Yeah.
That is the case.
That
My
happens
voice
to us
actors
all the
lose their
time.
voice after long recording sessions.
Are you sure you only heard 1 gunshot?
Yes, I'm sure of that. I heard the shot and the scream.
In the dream, though.
Then everything faded.
Yeah, he only remembers this from the dream?
Yeah.
I was unconscious until the rescuers came.
I see.
No.
No, Your Honor, unfortunately you don't. Look at this file one more time. This plainly contradicts the witness's testimony.
It's the best file ever.
I'm gonna hit you in the face.
You do enjoy dragging out that file, don't you? I don't accept this evidence unless you can tell us what page it's on.
I can.
The victim data page!
Which page contradicts what Mounds was hidden?
Yeah. Take that! Look at the victim data
He
in this
looks
file.
so proud.
Take that.
It says it quite plainly.
You can't snap though.
The murder weapon was fired twice.
Wait.
He can't snap. He's trying.
Miles Edgeworth only heard 1 gunshot, yet the murder weapon was fired twice.
Yeah.
The first shot was the accidental firing when the pistol was thrown.
Nice.
So, who fired the remaining shot?
Manfred von Karma.
Was there perhaps another shooter who fired that second shot?
Your Honor, yes, I'm sure you're aware. This incident occurred 15 years ago. The evidence is dated. The pistol did fire twice. However, we do not know when that second shot was fired.
We know.
No.
It might have been fired the day before the incident. There is no proof that the second shot had anything to do with this
So a bailiff just didn't
incident.
give any report that he fired his weapon. That doesn't hold up.
What?
I see. You do have a point, Mr. Wright.
But this does present
The
reasonable
murder
doubt.
weapon was fired twice, as we have heard. One of those shots was fired by the defendant, a boy at the time. Do you have any proof that the other shot had something to do with the case?
Isn't
We
there?
have 2 bullets. We have the one from the heart, and then there's another bullet.
Well, that's from-
We've picked
Right?
up the one that was
We only have one
found
bullet, I
in
thought.
Gregory. Hey, what's his name?
Found in
that
the
was
victim's body, the ballistic mark.
that's the
matches
one
the
that killed
weapon's
Hammond.
barrel.
That's Hammond's.
the other one is the one that killed
Okay.
Still
Edgeworth.
bears clear ballistic markings. Maybe we do. Maybe it is.
Or the
that.
photograph that shows the hole in the
hole
window.
in the window. That was what I
Yes.
was.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
could be it.
Let's do that.
Let's
Try
do
it.
that.
So I would say, of course.
Because
We have
it's
to
of
answer
the
the
whole
question.
scene,
Yes,
and
we
that's
do.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yes, we do.
Yeah. It's either the bullet or it's the picture, but I think it's the picture.
I think it's the picture.
Yeah.
It potentially is the picture.
Your Honor, I think I will be able to show you proof.
Impossible. Because I stole
Now,
all the
now,
evidence.
Mr. Von Karma, save your surprise for after you've seen the
What
evidence.
a great way to see it.
Very well, Mr. Wright. Show us your proof.
We have some health on the line.
Do you have evidence that the second firing of the pistol is related to this incident?
Take that. Look at this
Look
photograph.
at this photograph.
Photograph.
This is a photograph of the scene of the crime 15 years ago.
Yes.
I can see that the victim is lying there as Gregory Edgeworth.
Yes.
This proves the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. This photo proves it.
Everyone's like, what? I don't see how.
Hashtag LOL.
Kissy face.
Kissy face, kissy.
Are they going to have us point to where the second shot is?
Yeah, probably.
Oh, they totally are.
Yeah.
So, let me get this straight. This photo proves 2 shots were fired. Where?
We're too smart for you, game. We
Can
figured
you
it
show
out
me
a long
Where on
time
the
ago.
photo?
Well,
Let's
the,
find the proof.
well, the reason we know is because that bullet came from his heart,
Yeah.
and then it means it didn't go all the way through his body.
Exactly.
Yes, yes,
Y-
yes.
Your Honor, please get a clue.
Yeah, because that's probably going to be his objection.
Show the judge the contradiction in the photo.
Can you find a contradiction?
Put it right in the hole.
I
It's
think,
right
you're-
in
I
the
think he's
holder.
going to object. He's like, it could have gone through. But then we're going to be like,
Great
look, we have the
job.
bullet.
Look, we have the bullet. As should be obvious, the contradiction is here.
I see a bullet hole in the door.
Your Honor, Gregory Edgeworth was killed by a shot from the pistol. Yet there is also a bullet hole in the elevator door. We also know that the murder weapon was fired twice. Thus, someone other than Edgeworth fired that second shot.
Objection.
Order! Order! Mr. Wright, what are you driving at?
He just said it.
It's simple, Your Honor.
Sorry for you.
At the time of the incident, 2 shots were fired.
Redundant.
One went into Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other hit the elevator door.
Objection.
Remember that the defendant lost consciousness after the shot he fired rang out. In conclusion, we must agree that the second shot was fired by someone else.
Mr. Wright? But who could that someone else be?
Was it going to make us choose a name?
The murderer, of course.
Objection. I knew I should have stepped in before you wild fantasies got out of hand. Mr. Wright, look once more at the DL6 incident case file. Look closely. Try the case summary page.
The case summary? That's on page 1.
Look what is written there. Not a single clue was found on the scene.
But it was found inside the body.
If the pistol had been fired two times, then the other bullet would have been discovered on the scene.
Well, I have news for you.
He does have a point.
Well, we have the one in the body.
The
and
second bullet has never been found.
went through.
s-
It wasn't on the scene. So if Edgeworth
It was
dropped
lodged in
the
his heart.
gun,
I think Edgeworth dropped the gun and his shot went out,
Out
the
the
elevator
window.
Out the
door.
window.
Yeah.
is he
And
saying
then-
that's what they haven't found, or is this going to be like the second one they
No,
found in
that's
the
what
body?
he's saying, I think,
Okay.
that they never found the other
But
bullet.
that's when we say.
Because they obviously
Because this was part of the DL6 pack of
They
information.
They know that one was found.
Why? Because the second bullet does not exist.
The bullet,
bullet
does
does
not
not
exist.
The bullet that claimed Gregory Ezra's life
you
was
fool!
the one fired by his own son. That is the truth of this matter. The whole truth.
Another
It was undoubtedly something else that made that bullet hole in the door.
So, I have a weird thought.
Yeah.
Are we about to have to go, because this is the same courtroom, are we going to have to go to where the elevator is and use the metal detector to find the bullet?
Maybe.
In the
Well,
metal shaft?
It would be in the wall.
Well, it would be outside the elevator, so it would be in the wood.
I guess. Okay.
What?
Maybe.
Is this,
Maybe.
this is the 3rd day though, right?
Would
Yeah,
you like to wear
that's
the
why I'm
glasses
like-
for that theory?
Oh, but
we
it's
take
here.
the
It's at
recess-
this
But it's in the
building.
courtroom, so
Yeah.
that's the thing. We wouldn't be leaving the court.
Is that a legit
You ready? We
theory?
go across the hall.
Because we haven't.
It's like
I
there's
mean,
still a
technically we
bullet
used
hole in
metal
the
detector, but,
door.
like,
Because why would they look
Not
for the
really.
second bullet? Because the first bullet went to his heart.
No, but clearly there's been 2 bullets fired because the one didn't go out of his body.
and also they have
But when he's
ballistics
saying-
saying that the
He
gun
just
was
said
fired twice
something
at the
else
time.
made the hole. He's saying it wasn't a bullet.
But that's
Then
clearly.
what was it?
What
It is a
made
bullet
the hole?
Clearly a bullet hole.
Where do holes even
Someone
come
threw an
from?
acorn really hard out the window.
Really hard.
Could be.
There was an earthquake, but
We start
it wouldn't have
detecting
made
the
that
bullet,
type
and he
of
comes
hole.
behind us and casually.
Oh no!
How could this
He
be?
fell down!
Down the shaft.
And he's peed his pants!
What an unfortunate series of events. Bang, bang.
Order! I will have order! Mr. Wright has proven one thing to us quite clearly. That the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. However, as Mr. Von Karma says, the second bullet fired was not found.
Because we discarded anything that we didn't need,
Right.
and we still have a metal detector.
Right.
You're right.
It is highly unlikely that the police merely overlooked this second bullet.
Let's go find it.
Did you meet Gumshoe in the first case?
Yeah.
So, all we have is the single bullet fired. I'm afraid I have to discount.
What?
Defense
But
is
No.
that I don't understand. I praise the judge for his wisdom in this matter.
Whatever.
Yeah. How did this happen? I don't believe that the second bullet didn't exist. Was I wrong?
Well-
have I been wrong about this whole incident?
Well,
You got cut off twice. What were you gonna say?
I don't know. Maybe present the bullet anyways. Like I don't.
I was thinking that too, but
Yeah.
let's
how
see
it
what
plays
she
out.
says.
What are you doing, Nick? Why aren't you raising an objection?
I don't have one.
I'm sorry, Maya.
What?
It looks like I was wrong.
No.
Nick?
If the second bullet wasn't there, then all my conjectures are for nothing.
No. But you said you'd do it, Nick. You said you'd get Edgeworth declared innocent.
I'm sorry. It's just, when I saw the photograph, I thought that 2 shots had been fired. I was so certain of it. I thought I'd won. I thought there was another person, someone else who fired the killing shot. But now, I was wrong to think it could be that simple. This case has stood unsolved for 15 years.
Nick.
Well, it seems that we have finally cleared up
No,
this
there's only one person
incident.
with anything to do.
Only one bullet was found at the scene of the crime. I bet Larry's gonna come in. That shot was fired by Miles Edgeworth.
I want to go find it.
Come on.
Precisely.
I would like to ask one thing of Miles Edgeworth before passing my verdict.
How would you like to die?
Have you been paying attention to the trial so far?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have any objections?
No. No, I do not.
So, you killed your father, though that was not your intention.
Yes, I did.
You didn't.
You did not kill him.
Oh no. He's accepted the guilt.
Very well. The statute of limitations on the murder of Gregory Edgeworth runs out today. Therefore, I must pronounce a verdict on the defendant today. Right here.
Please don't do this.
Right now.
Mia, we need an objection.
Indeed.
I know.
Does anyone have any objections?
Come on, Misty Faye, run into this courtroom right now. I've been here before. It's just like my first day in court. There
It's
are
gonna
so
be
many
Larry.
things I know I should be saying, but my mind's gone blank. I can't find the words.
Mr. Wright.
I have one.
An objection.
He can't be guilty. I don't know what it is, but I have one.
It's not how this ends.
Your Honor! I object!
No, no, no.
Mr. Wright, on what grounds do you object?
Oof!
Nick?
I don't know. His case is perfect.
No, it's not.
Oh no.
Gratata! It must exist. The second bullet. Huh? What? What did you just say?
Nothing.
It's Mia.
Oh,
She's
that was
talking
Mia
to
talking.
Phoenix. She's talking to
The
Phoenix.
second bullet must exist? But where?
Someone took it.
So that was
She's
Mia
waiting.
talking.
He's not going to produce us any answers
The
from
shot
Mr.
that
Wright.
Maya gave to him.
Wait, Your Honor!
Sorry.
The second bullet. It existed.
What? But we've just heard proof that it did not
We,
exist.
no, the lack of proof is not proof.
Nance and Von Karma took it out of the wall and made it into an earring.
That's what it is.
Or it's in his cravat.
I'm gonna wear my
Center of his
prize.
cravat.
That's a genius
That's
thought.
horrible.
It's one of his fake teeth.
I realize that, Your Honor. I'm really grasping here. It's just someone took it from the scene of the crime. That's what happened.
But who?
The murderer.
The murderer? Then tell us, just who is this murderer?
Please give us name options.
I'm still thinking about that one.
Phoenix is not up to where we are in our thought process.
No.
So the criminal took the second bullet. But why?
Gee, I wonder why the criminal was still evidence.
First of all,
What do you mean?
how would they have
What
found?
else would make a bullet hole in the glass if not a bullet?
If not a bullet.
Also, he called it a bullet hole. It's like, so clearly something else
Yeah.
created the bullet
Somebody
hole.
just tapped it.
Yeah, you from the hallway.
You called it a bullet.
It's not easy to find a stray bullet, Mr. Wright.
What actually happened was...
He said first of all, and he's not going to second of all.
Was there some pressing need for the murderer to search for that bullet?
Alright, hold on. So,
Oh boy.
what happened? The gun was dropped and fired. The bullet went through the door, creating a
Bullet hole.
bullet hole.
Right.
Yes.
But it fired twice on impact with the ground.
Ooh. Yeah.
And the second bullet just followed the first
It
one
went
perfectly
straight
through the
yeah,
hole.
The hole.
Yeah.
Then an expert marksman from the hallway
Fired through the hole.
fired directly through the hole as
his heart.
Gregory.
Three
as
bullets
Gregory
passed through
was
one
checking out the
hole.
bullet. Holy cow! How did two bullets go straight through the? And then he thus died.
I see
Yeah.
one gap.
The grassy knoll.
There is no gap.
There was a grassy knoll in the building.
The grassy hallway.
I found the grassy hole.
Okay. I retire the glasses.
Stupid.
Hey, you're not stupid.
I agree.
No, the phrase, the grassy hole.
Oh, okay.
Okay, anyway.
Grassy knoll.
Help me.
Was there some pressing
Shot
need
through the grassy hole.
for the murderer to search? Yes, right? Because
Had to
that's why
find
they
it.
took it.
They had to find it.
Yeah.
So that they could frame Edgeworth.
Yeah.
The murderer.
Precisely.
Of course there was a need. That's why they took it.
But what possible reason could they have had?
Well, the reason the murderer took the bullet away from the scene with them is
The bullet would be proof.
Yeah.
these are kind of the same.
But
Yeah.
I think what he needs is the bullet.
Is the bullet would be proof, right?
Yeah.
That's what they're asking for.
Oh, we got something to lose.
Away, fire away. Ricochet, you take your aim. Fire away, fire away.
All of this happened.
Maybe they thought the bullet would be
Stop singing the
Maybe
middle part.
they thought that the bullet would be used as proof.
Maybe they thought that the bullet would be used as proof.
Proof?
We've never heard of that in this courtroom.
I know. Clearly.
It was a special bullet,
You're
so
not
they
going to
took
talk
it with
about
them.
people speaking beyond the grave. I don't want to hear it.
Also, wait, I have not an objection, but I have a question then. Because
He does.
Misty Faye's testimony was that Gregory Edgeworth's ghost said Yanni Yogi did it. So why does he think Yanni Yogi did it? If Yanni Yogi didn't do it.
Because maybe he thinks Miles killed him.
Maybe he thinks, I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you know, ghosts.
You know what? Maybe she was ashamed because she actually couldn't summon anything, so she just made it up.
Ghosts have been
Maybe
wrong.
Misty was actually a fraud.
Maybe Misty
Have we
couldn't
thought of that?
find a good enough waterfall.
If that was the case, then why? Then they should have taken the bullet from inside of
How would they
Gregory
have done
as
that,
well.
sir?
Riddle us that, Karma. Aside from the 3 bullets that passed through the hole, an arm also reached in.
Choking him out. Finishing him off and then ripping the bullet from his still beating heart.
Well,
Why would they only take one of the 2 shots?
Or they only took one of the 2 farts.
We've been
because they're all
shired.
hobbits. That's how the arm was small enough to reach through the hole and choke him
That's
out.
what it
That's
is.
how we roll in the Shire.
That's how we do in the Shire, man. That's awesome.
The 2 shots fired.
Good job.
Oh, right.
What do you mean, right?
Mr. Wright,
So it must be the murderer was cautious.
I guess.
have you really thought this through?
No,
I'm going to have to pedal on.
we saved. We can go back.
Yeah.
We don't have to.
What?
Was there some need for the murder?
I think the murderer had to find it. The murderer was
And the murderer
cautious.
was cautious?
Yeah, I guess. I think that's wrong, but okay.
I don't understand.
Cautious of what?
Okay, wait.
Why would
Before
the
we make
murderer?
choice-
Why would he take it if he didn't need it? Because it wasn't proof, but he did it to be cautious, just like because we think Vin Karma did it, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know how to formulate what I'm saying. Or I
I
don't
know,
say what I'm
because I've got it
formulating.
kind of in my head as well.
Like-
I just can't verbalize it.
He took it to be cautious, to be without a shadow of the doubt. The gun was fired, and that bullet that was shot today in this moment, that's what killed in the elevator. That's what killed Gregory Edgeworth. But if there was a second bullet, there would be a discrepancy of who it could have been.
So the bullet with clear ballistic markings that came from the heart would not match the gun that fired the shot inside the elevator, correct?
It should.
No, it
It
did.
should.
Yes.
Where's the bullet that killed
Oh, no.
Edgeworth coming from? Because I thought it was coming from outside the elevator to shoot him.
That's
The
what I
murderer
know.
would
No.
not need it, right? Because it's the bullet that was found in his heart was the one that was necessary, right? Or no,
Right.
I guess the second one, if you wanted to frame Miles, you would have to find that one and get rid of it.
I think
My only fear with saying the murderer had to find it and then using the other option is that those options were so similar.
yeah.
Yeah,
We
but
could
I
just
think
try the murder
try
and
the
didn't
other
need
one.
it. Just see what Phoenix leads us to.
I feel like that we had something like that in the last case where
Yeah.
it's like, why? Because reason or no, it doesn't
There was
matter.
no reason,
There wasn't.
just-
I don't remember what it was, but I think we had like a case like that, and it was the
Yeah.
right answer because it was a red herring. You know,
Yeah.
it's like no, the reason they didn't is because something else was true.
Yeah.
I just don't know what it is.
Why would the murderer?
Why does
still
it
look for
matter
stray bullet?
that there's a second bullet missing?
Right.
Why,
I can't figure out why.
why would the murderer have spent the time to look for that stray bullet? I haven't got a clue.
We are going to use a metal detector.
I think so. I really
Oh, wait.
What's wrong, Mr. Wright?
So he never picked it up. It's still out there somewhere. I don't. We kind of.
The
already
matter had no
established.
reason to take the bullet. You don't want to admit it, but it's true.
Means it's still there.
Ugh.
Had to take it.
Had to take it? The murderer? What does that mean?
You're thinking too normal. Think crazy. Don't think why the bullet was taken. Think why the bullet had to be taken.
Mr. Wright.
Thank you. That was so helpful, Mia.
Yeah.
That's what we're trying to do right now, Mia.
Yes, Your Honor. I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, the murderer had no intention of taking the bullet from the scene. But, the murderer had to take that bullet.
Now I'm no ballistics expert,
Yes.
but I think I know enough about how a gun works. The bullet couldn't be used again, could it?
I don't think
Bullet.
No. Because the powder, you have to have the gunpowder in the bullet.
Well, the
Could
bullet.
be
Well,
the
the
case.
case. Yeah,
The case, you need
reload
to
it.
recase it.
You could reload them, but I mean, you'd have to like reshape the bullet. 'cause
I'm
it's-
just
In
I'm just trying to think
in the elevator,
crazy.
they're all unconscious, and
I'm just
he's
trying to
like,
think crazy. He'd pick it up and he'd use the same bullet again 15
as,
years
as
later.
someone who knows way more
I don't
about
know.
guns than us, could that be a possibility in a crate? Okay. I don't know.
Had to.
people are
because
just
he was
walking
cautious.
past, like, oh no, there's
It's a souvenir. He's a
Why did he
psychopath.
have
That's what I'm
to take
thinking.
the bullet?
Maybe you're right. He just.
That's
he
well.
just,
That's what I was saying about Von Karma. Is like he took it and kept it
yeah.
just because he
Because
wanted to.
he's crazy, like she said.
Perfectionist. He has to have every detail.
Because he's a perfectionist.
He has to clean up,
Okay.
you know?
I get it.
Yeah.
Because
I get
he's
it.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yes.
That makes
It
no
was.
sense.
He was
It's
compulsed.
Yeah.
Not like he had
Compelled.
to. Yeah. He was.
No, he was
He
it was
had
a
a
compulsion.
compulsion.
Yeah.
Did you say this?
No, Judgy didn't say it yet.
Had to, Mr. Wright. What do you mean?
Eli, that's his name.
Judgy. I don't know your name.
Judge it, judge it.
You married him.
I barely knew him then.
You had his child.
We do theater, which I know you know, but we all do it.
That is a better one.
I know.
The balloon is a funny one.
His name?
Yeah. There you go. Okay, just making sure.
Yeah. I just do the thing of like the guy who says the judge stuff.
I know. It's just the delayed. Eli. His name's Eli.
Eli.
I'm sorry.
All right, let's put.
I can forget any one of your names at any second. Don't take it personally.
Not me.
All right, I'll forget your name too, Barbara.
That's my aunt's name.
Shut up, James.
Yeah, James.
Well, for instance.
It's my brother's name.
For instance, what? Maybe the bullet, hit the murderer?
Oh.
The bullet hit.
Oh my god. That's why he wears cravats.
It hit him in the neck. So he's got a
Von Karma. Strip.
That's a wild theory by Phoenix, and that makes the most sense out of everything.
That is.
Yeah.
It hit the murderer.
That's wild.
The bullet
Oh.
hit the murderer.
Maybe he
He's
thought.
still
It hit Von Karma as he was standing at the door trying to shoot it.
trying to
No,
shoot.
no, no.
And then he did shoot through the bullet.
No.
I told you!
No.
He's still the same
No.
gun. That's
What if
he was
he
a-
thought? Oh!
That's why they have the ballistic markings. We can track it to his gun.
Hold up.
Scared.
What if he thought because Gregory Edgeworth failed at sanctioning him, right? Or failed at discrediting him.
Yeah.
Was just trying to kill him. So he shot him instead.
Gregory?
Because he got hit with the bullet. And he was like, it was you. You tried to kill me. So then as soon as the doors opened, he picked up the gun where they were all unconscious and killed him.
Because they have no memory of when the door actually opened.
Yeah.
Everything came back on, and then he was like, "You're dead."
Well, I'm confused.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
But that's
What?
if the bullet hit him, if Phoenix is right. Otherwise, whatever we've said before is the most.
But here's the
Phoenix
thing: we
is right.
still have a hole in the elevator door, so the doors wouldn't have been opened.
That's where the first bullet went.
And
Right.
there's one bullet in Gregory.
No.
It
yes.
says 2 shots were fired. It doesn't say 2 shots were fired from the same gun.
Yes, it does.
Yes,
It does?
The
Where
murder
though?
weapon was fired
One-
twice.
Oh, it says the murder
I
weapon was fired
think
twice. I don't even
if-
think we have. Where's the murder weapon from the DL6 incident?
The door,
picked up that gun.
the
we
door
don't have
opened.
it. That's my thing.
The door opened afterward.
Right.
Yes.
Yes.
When they were
Karma-
unconscious.
Karma was there.
Because he just got hit
Had
with a
gloves
bullet.
on. And picked up the gun with Yanni Yogi's
Picked
hand.
up the gun.
Picked
With
up
Yanni
the
Yogi's
gun
hand.
with Yanni's hand. Well, no fingerprints. And shot
Anymore.
Gregory.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What did you think I was saying?
I thought you were saying the opposite.
No.
That's why I was confused.
No.
Oh, you thought Gregory was trying to shoot him, but he thought Gregory was trying to shoot him.
I
Frickin'
think, yes,
Gregory.
if what Phoenix
Oh
just
my
said is
gosh.
viable, he
This
thinks
is-
Gregory, because Gregory failed at getting him discredited.
I don't think he did.
He did
that
because
was
he-
the spot on his
he-
flawless
He
record.
put a spot on his record, but he didn't discredit him completely
But
as an
remember
attorney.
what Grossberg said. He said Gregory failed.
He did.
Yeah.
Because Gregory Edgeworth was trying to basically get him sanctioned and being all of his,
okay, yeah.
all of his cases should be looked over because he
Yeah.
fabricates evidence. Now Grossberg said he failed at that, but it was still a spot on his record, I guess, that he had to be investigated.
Yeah.
And so I think if the bullet that Miles accidentally shot went through the door, it hit Von Karma, who was nearby, and then he looked in to see what the heck just happened, and he saw Gregory Edgeworth, and he was like, that man just tried to kill me because he failed to discredit me, and I'm already ticked at him because now there's a spot on my record. Once these doors, and
Once the
then
door
he saw them all
opened.
knock out, and he's like, this is my chance because he just tried to kill me. That's a crazy theory, but
But
Yeah.
it could be.
Yeah.
It's not so crazy.
It was a grassy
that it
hallway.
couldn't be.
and that's why you can't find
grassy
the second
hallway.
bullet because it's lodged
grassy
in
hallway.
Von Karma.
It's in Von Karma. That's the other thing.
It's
What if we
still
use the metal
there.
detector on Von Karma?
Saying.
No,
Maybe
no.
it's in his ear.
Hey, have you ever seen a metal detector? It has a sticker on it. It says, this product may cause reproductive harm.
Well,
it really?
I think
Yes.
he's
Past that point
he's
of being worried.
64.
Yeah,
I think he's
he's
good.
past
He's got a
his prime.
granddaughter.
He has a
He's got
grandchild.
grandchildren.
Or he could have been
He
lying about
reproduced.
that.
She's
Okay.
engaged.
With
This
that
metal
theory,
detector's safe.
we will find out next time.
Next time.
We talked too long.
We talked so much.
Okay, if you guys have enjoyed this, please leave a like, comment
Just
your
the
favorite
right
part and your theories. down below. Please subscribe to the channel, ring that bell to be notified every time we upload, and check out our Patreon in the description below. We will see you next time.
Bye.